Hey, all you rebel moms, welcome back to our channel, Bottles, Boobs, and Feeding Tubes. This is your girl, MPT, your partner from Bump to Baby and beyond. Today, I'm going to tell you about the best diet ever. When I was doing Weight Watchers, I used to cheat. I would tell myself that since Coke was 2 points, Diet Coke was 0 points, if I mixed the two, it was 1 point. I was not doing Weight Watchers right. And as I continued to go through life, battling my weight, yo-yo diets, diet pills, the constant disappointment from not completing a diet or completing a diet and then just gaining all the weight back was frustrating. I never looked at the diet as being something I would continue on forever. It was the end to the current problem. So once I lost the weight, I'd be good and I'd go back to doing life the way I wanted. That's why I say there's no real good diet. So I battled being overweight, and even during my stint in the military, weight was always a struggle. They were telling me that my hips was too big and my waist was too big, or you didn't make weight, so now you are going to have to work out more, and then you need to diet, and then you need... So the stress of just being able to eat what you want, being restricted, was a lot for me. So I battled being overweight for many, many years, and it wasn't until it finally clicked in my head that, girl, you don't have that kind of body where you can just eat what you want and be the size that you want. You have the kind of body that you have to work for. So I had to start working for me. And one of the key things I had to do is stop saying, I would love you when. Like, I love my body when I'm this size. And I really had to start saying, like, I love you the way you look. And it's really just looking in the mirror and not turning your face up like, oh. It's really like finding things you like about yourself. Even if there's a lot you don't. Look at the things that you do and be like, girl, you got a good smile. I like your smile. You're telling yourself all these things that you like about yourself and not focusing on the parts that you don't like. And also it's telling yourself, my body is doing all of this for me. Every day I wake up and I don't have to think about it. And my heart is pumping, my legs is moving, and it's doing what it's supposed to, even when I'm not doing what I'm supposed to for it. So that is my brief journey into diets, fad diets, diet pills. Trust me, I've tried them all. And even the new ones I have not tried, but I don't need to try them because I tried the old ones. And it's all the same until you start changing your mind. When did I change from the yo-yo diets to actually changing my mindset? It was sometime around 2018, 2019, after I had my twins. I realized that I couldn't keep doing the same thing over and over again. I've been doing it this way and it wasn't working, and the weight just kept coming back, and I was getting tired, and then I started having joint pain, and then I was having a lot of stomach issues, and it just was like, okay, girl, you gotta do something different. Like, the definition of insanity, doing the same thing over and over, expecting different results, was me. And when I first started trying to figure out what I was going to do, I decided to do Beachbody. And my first coach, she was very encouraging. She wanted me to sell Beachbody. I didn't do a good job at it. I was not great at selling multi-level marketing, but I did do the workouts, and I started with a program that I really liked. It was called Bar, and it's kind of like ballet mixed with yoga. It was very low impact, but I stuck with it, and I finally finished a routine, which for me was an accomplishment, to say the least. I never finished any workout routine programs. I would quit the diets. I would quit whatever workout I was doing. I hired personal trainers and then I'd ghost them. So yeah, I was horrible at being healthy, even though I was teaching other people to be healthy or try to be healthy. And when I got with her and I finished that program, I started another program, which was a 100-day challenge. And I really did not like that workout just because it was one of those things that I didn't really get with the program. But I told myself I was gonna stick with it, and I finished it. And for 2 years, I worked out by myself consistently and making changes. I started cooking at home. I did the meal prep delivery services, and they would deliver the food, and I would cook for me and my husband different meals, things that I would have never tried to cook, and they send you all the ingredients. I'm like, I can't mess this one up, right? I can figure this one out. I have everything I need right here. So those are some of the things I started with, and then I slowly stopped eating out, and all of my changes was very slow, intentional. And once I mastered that one goal, I moved on to the next. And I started to have less joint pain. My stomach issues have resolved for the most part. If you've been on the whole yo-yo dieting, ups and downs, weight loss, weight gain, not doing anything consistent, and you're looking for the best diet starts within. It starts with your mind. Intentional eating. And a lot of times I've noticed people eat due to emotions. And if we're not understanding the emotions that we're feeling, and we're just eating them away to try and get that boost of happy feeling, we're not really eating for health, and we're not also helping our mental health. So the first thing is be mindful of what you're eating. Don't judge what you're eating, but just start paying attention to the things you're eating, the things you're snacking on, what you're drinking, how much you're eating. Keep track of all of that. If you're not the kind of person that likes to write it down, there's apps you can put on your phone to track everything that goes in your mouth. Track it. Initially, you're gonna look at your log and be like, oh my God, I'm the worst person ever. Don't do that. Really just look at that log and say, okay, where am I eating? Why am I eating? Am I eating because I'm hungry? Am I eating because I'm bored? Am I eating because it's 3 o'clock in the morning and I'm just up? You want to really start being mindful of what you're eating, how often you're eating it, and keeping track. The next step would be physical activity. I'm not telling you to go get a gym membership. Most people don't like gyms. I don't like the gym. For one, I think about the time it takes to drive, work out, leave, take a shower. As a mom, I don't have 2 to 3 extra hours to put into the gym unless I take my kids there. And then some people like to drop off their kids at the daycare. So it depends on your schedule and what you like. So if you like the gym, get a gym membership, drop your kids off at the daycare, work out, pick them back up, and then go home. That's an option. If you don't like the gym, work out at home, find activities that you enjoy. What sports did you play when you were younger? If they have any kind of teams or intramural sports for adults later on that you can join, find those kind of programs. But anything to get you physically active, walking, yoga, swimming, biking. Find a self-defense class where you can learn how to get healthy, because it's a workout, but also defend yourself if you need to. So those are some options of things that you can do physically. And then mental health, managing your stress, figuring out what's stressing you out. It could be those kids. I don't know, they might be stressing you out. Can't get rid of them, but figure out how to deal with your stress. Make sure you're getting enough sleep, resting when needed, taking naps. Another thing is water. Water. A lot of times, and I even tell this to my kids, they hate me because they're like, Mom, can I get another snack? And I'm like, no, you had 2 snacks already, but I'm hungry. I'm like, drink some water. And they're like, you always say that. I'm like, because you're probably more thirsty than you are hungry. And then after you drink that water, if you're still hungry, you can get a fruit. And then they're looking at me like, I don't like you. And I'm like, it's all right. You don't have to. But the thing is, that water will either fill you up and you won't be hungry, or you'll drink it and you still feel like you're hungry. And then if it's been hours since you ate, eat something healthy, fruit, some nuts, vegetables, some protein, get you some protein, something that will stick with you that isn't quick. A lot of sugars and things like that will wear off. You'll get that sugar rush and then you'll be hungry and then you'll be snacking again. Why do I encourage your best diet to be a lifestyle change? One, it's forever. Once you get in your mindset that this isn't temporary, a lot of times diets, you have that idea, well, I'm on this diet for 6 weeks. Oh, I can't eat nothing for 6 weeks. And then you get off and all the things you couldn't eat, you go to eating it and then you gain the weight and then you're back cycling through your feelings of being depressed. You're feeling like you let yourself down. I heard a quote in a book. She said that think of you breaking a promise to yourself every time you say, I'm gonna do this diet, and then you don't. And then think of your best friend. If every time they came to you and said, we're gonna go out this week, and then they don't, how long would you be friends with that person that continually stands you up? Yeah, you're consistently standing yourself up every time you break your promise to yourself. That quote changed a lot of my mindset when I read it in that book. And it was like a light bulb. And I was like, I am my own best friend. So treat yourself like you love yourself. I'm sorry you thought that this was gonna be some best diet ever video. It's not, but if you take any of the advice I give you in this video and you start to make changes, I promise it will be the best lifestyle video you've ever watched. Start small, make small changes, set small goals, change your nutrition slowly, add more healthy foods throughout the day, snack less, exercise, be more physical, not exercise if you don't like it, but be more physical, things that you do like to do that requires you to stand up, move around, dance, and drink your water. Thanks for watching the best diet ever. If you have some lifestyle changes that you've incorporated in your life, share them in the comment. If you have suggestions or ideas that I didn't talk about that would be really helpful for our viewers, please share them, send me a message, watch our past videos, subscribe to our channel for more health and wellness related videos.